The one story anyone really knows about Laurence, today's 3rd century deacon and martyr of Rome, is how he is supposed to have said in the midst of being grilled to death, "I'm well done this side, turn me over." I don't know whether he was being humorous a few days before, when he is said to have called out to the Pope, who was being taken to his martyrdom, "You can't go offering sacrifice without a minister." The reference is, of course, to the bishop as the main celebrant of the Eucharist, and the role of the deacon as the bishop's minister in the liturgical celebration. Just as the deacon is associated with the bishop in offering the sacrifice of the Mass, so Laurence thought it fitting that a deacon be associated with his bishop in martyrdom, the call to offer life itself through Christ to the Father, even unto death. The connection for a deacon between the liturgy and wider Christian life and death is found again in another story of how Laurence, who was deacon was responsible for providing for the church's poor, now that persecution was afoot, distributed the church's liturgical treasures, chalices, and candlesticks to the poor. The state envied the church these riches, and the Roman prefect told Laurence that the church owed these treasures to the emperor because Jesus himself had told his followers to give Caesar what was Caesar's. Basically, Caesar wanted these treasures converted to money to maintain his armies. He wanted the church's treasure turned to the coin that bore Caesar's image. And when the prefect demanded the church's treasure be presented to him, and Laurence showed him the church's poor, I suppose he showed us that the church's treasure was already associated with an image, but not with the coins that bore Caesar's image, nor the image of a pagan god worshipped in a Roman temple, but with those who bear the image of the true God, the very human worshippers of the one true God. We, of course, who bear the image of God, belong not to Caesar, but to God. For Laurence, that meant martyrdom following his bishop. For all of us, it means treating ourselves and each other as images of God in Christ, living in service to God, worshipping him in the liturgy, and glorifying him in every aspect of our lives, even unto death and unto life eternal.